Now I'm gonna get a better shot, a better angle. Since we are finally behind them. It's a little bit too far. Oh, getting shot from the gunners. We put one on fire for sure. Yeah, look at that. That one's down. Yeah, maybe it's not the IL-10. I don't know which plane it is. Oh, going on a dive. Oh, I think I did hit that one. Look at that. It's smoking a little bit on my dive. So let's go for that one first. Nice hits. That was far. I didn't hit that one. I think we just completed our mission. But yeah, if you go into this game and you go easy difficulty, it should be fun if you're like just starting to fly. I think I'm gonna do one last pass. Hopefully I don't die on a dive. Nice, we got that one. Might run out of bullets soon. We have to... We did a lot of damage there. Really far shots, which is kind of cool to see. And now their gunners are getting us, and we are low on ammo. Another good hits. And more good hits. Damn, that's tough. I'm gonna go back. We can do a last dive on this too, but Maybe on this one that it's not like smoking hard. Out of ammo. Nice, we got that one for sure. So yeah, if you're new to the stream and you don't know what I'm talking about, there's this flight simulation that is trying to recreate the Korea Air War. So we get to fly some of the airplanes from the era, and it's a really cool setting with a really cool map, a lot of new like graphics because it's a new game, and it's a continuation of the Great Battles from IL-2 series. But this time we get to experience the Korea War, and we get to see new airplanes and the transition to jet engine airplanes. We are always so used to the piston engines, which are awesome. I love the piston engines, and I'd rather fly piston engine airplanes, but the transition and the early jet era is actually quite awesome too. So yeah, let me get things ready here. I'm gonna be jumping into career. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna delete this career. I'm gonna create a new one. These are the airplanes that you can choose. For now, I'm gonna choose the F80 fighter number 80, and we're gonna be taking off from Kimpo. I'm thinking of changing. Let's keep it with the Panthers. Gonna just randomize this, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We are Walker Cowan. Maybe a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Emery Buckner. That's our names. Just random. You can do all the randomize right here. Select your date of birth, and then the biography is quite important because it's gonna change a little bit of our skills. We used to be the Black Death, so let's go with the Black Death. You can see all the description over here, and you can read all of that if you want to. For now, on the sake of the video, I'm gonna just skip this and go just right into the career. It's June 25th, and it's a Monday of 1951. This is the main menu of the career, and you have your pilot information right here. We are the commander of the whole squadron. Then you can see the squadron right here, the airplanes, my pilots, and we have a few options there. And then resources. These are quite important. You don't want to ever run out of resources because you use those for fuel, for example, and bullets, bombs, rockets, and the equipment and everything you need to be flying. So as soon as we reach about half of these resources, we're gonna be restocking, and that's very important. You lose this day by day by flying and using it, but you can also lose them on combat. Sometimes your airfield is under attack, and you can yeah, you can lose a lot of things, like planes, you can lose some pilots, you can lose the bombs, equipment, yeah, a lot of things. So for that, here we write into the squadron. Here we see all the airplanes, all the pilots I have under command. And right here, these ones, you can see a little square. This blue square with the D, it means like defense, I think. And this one are reserved in case we get attacked by enemy airplanes and they need to like take off and defend our airspace. They are just always ready to be engaged at any time. So we're gonna save them, and we're gonna be always using this box. And on this career, what I wanna do is send the guys on missions, get some experience, If we lose someone, we're not gonna be hiring any more pilots. We're gonna try to stick with what we have, and when we lose, we lose. And if we die as a commander, on the left right here you can see my own pilot. If we die, we also die on the career. There's an option to hire a new commander, so it's not that bad if you wanna continue the career. It isn't that hardcore, but for the sake of my my attempt to do a full career with just one commander, I'm gonna just keep him. I don't want to be hiring any new pilots because I want to stick with the ones I already have. We're gonna be maybe buying new airplanes or asking to be supplied by new airplanes because they get damaged a lot, then they get destroyed. Sometimes your pilots they jump, and even myself, you can jump out of the airplane when you need to and parachute, but you lose your plane and then you have to get a new one. So yes, these are the pilots right now. I'm right here. You can see the profile of every pilot and change the skin of the airplane. I will be using some skin right here. I love to use the Panther Queen, since we are the Panther Squadron leader. I'm gonna use that one. We are the Black Death, so I'm gonna use the black and gold helmet. Right here you can see the map, the whole map of Korea at the moment, the peninsula. Up here on the border there's China, and then on the bottom I believe there's a little bit of extension down here of terrain, but it didn't affect much the war, so they decided to cut this off just for the sake of the game, I suppose. Maybe they can add this on a DLC later on. Especially if we are going to see some carriers and some of the early airplanes taking off from carriers. Maybe they add this piece of land in the bottom with some water down there, so you will be seeing hopefully some carriers and the Panther type of airplanes and the Cougar. I think there's a few more, especially on the early times. And basically at first you got the North Korean regime. They decided to take over the whole Korea under their regiment, and then the South kind of rebelled to them and tried to hold up, and that's when the US kind of help out the South Koreans to push and try to avoid this to happen. And further on they push all the way up to China, and the conflict got a little bit bigger because North Korea got help from Russia and China, and also South Korea is getting help from the US. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of American airplanes and Russian airplanes and stuff like this. On the side right here you can see a calendar. These are the times and different years, and you progress through time. There are like very important days, so you're gonna be flying like important missions. There's also like day offs, so your pilots can rest. If they get injured, they get better, and if you lose some airplanes, it buys you time just to get new airplanes and buy more supplies and stuff. You also go through different years, so that's very important because in this game you're gonna be having the different seasons. And you have summer and spring, summer, autumn, winter, and it actually changed a lot how the map looks, and it's quite awesome. It also, every mission have like a dynamic weather. Here you can see the specifications of the weather through the day, and this is very important because if you're taking a mission you want to know a little bit about the weather. It can boost your abilities if you pay attention to the weather. Events, so this is gonna tell you what's happening, and then you have news. Here you can see different like news in the newspaper. Let's advance time. Let's go through the day and let's get ready to make some missions. as you see, here's an event. Pilots got nominated for a reward. This is just saying that they are pilots now, and I am a commander. We have latest news, so right here we can actually see the news, and you can actually read all this and learn a little bit about the actual history. Let's not pay that much attention to that, and let's just get ready to go flying. Right here is the map. As you can see, right here is the front lines. It's divided south to north, and then you have like different missions you can take, and different layouts and different things you can do. For example, right now, this one is quite important, the blue one. Escort a formation of our heavy bombers to and from their targets. So we're gonna be escorting some bombers as a first mission. I'm gonna take my pilot, and also, yeah, we're gonna take the whole flight red right here. It's 4 pilots. And we're gonna confirm. Then you can use this feature. It's called auto planning, and it auto selects a mission and fills up with different airplanes. I usually just press auto planning, and then I go into the squadron and select which ones I want to send. So I'm gonna send the rest of the pilots, so everyone gets to experience a little bit the day and fly around and gain some experience, so no one's behind. The only thing is the guys on defenses are staying home, and they're gonna be, just in case if someone attacks us, they're gonna be defending. Yeah, these guys maybe next day, or maybe in a few days, or once a week, we send them on a mission, and then we swap them with different pilots. And that's something we can actually do. So let's get into it. We can plan a third mission, and this could be good if I send maybe, let's see, auto planning. We can send again the second group, and maybe section 2, so they can get some experience. Let's do this. It's 6:15 in the morning, and we are ready to roll. We can see a little bit of the wind speed right here, 6 miles per hour and 284 degrees, and then the clouds are at 100 feet above the ground level, and this is, I don't really sure what it means. But yeah, there's a lot of details, and the menu is well made, so it's very intuitive. You get to fly a few times and you get to understand it. I just went through it fast, so you guys can have a first look of what it is. And it's a dynamic map, so you're gonna have like different civilians walking around. You're gonna have some boats fishing, and some, you know, all the rivers. You can actually see the river like flowing, and the water is looking quite awesome. The clouds are moving, the weather is changing through the day, and whenever you cross the front lines, you're gonna be seeing a lot of different military places, and they are usually trying to attack you, so you gotta be careful. If you fly low, as soon as you cross the front lines, then you gotta watch out a little bit. Let's go through the plane settings. Here you can do some changes. These are the type of ammunition we are carrying. You can change in between armor piercing and incendiaries, and you can also add some tracers. I usually go with a mix of the armor piercing and the incendiaries. They are quite awesome, and I usually go with some tracers because I want to be seeing where I'm firing it at. That's a little. It helps you out a little bit in the air if you don't know and you're moving a lot. Just to see the bullet trace is quite awesome. Right here we're gonna be using the jet assisted takeoff. Some kind of afterburner in the land. When you're taking off, this actually gives you a boost, and it helps a little bit with the speed, and it's quite awesome. You can actually drop this one. It's 400 libras of weight, and you can actually deploy it in the air, ditch it anywhere. So it's not that big of a deal if you want to take that one out. I'm gonna be taking 2 extra tank of fuel, as you see right here. And here you can select if you want to take extra fuel, rockets, and bombs, which kinds, and you have 2 type of rockets, 2 type of bombs, and different like heaviness on the bomb and intensity of them. Let's just jump into the game. Here you have a little briefing of the mission. You can read through that. I think we are okay. So yeah, basic mission, escort the bombers. I use a little bit of my trimming just to make the takeoff as smooth as possible, and we're gonna be using the jet engine assistance for takeoff. Now we take up the gears, all my wheels are going up, and I also take the flaps all the way up. What's really cool about the career is that you don't need to be flying the whole map. Right now the objective is quite far, so the career mode lets you skip time a little bit, and that's a new feature, and it's actually quite awesome, because sometimes you want to do a quick mission and you can actually skip if you want. We're gonna be doing the skip right now because it's quite far, but for now I think we should be climbing at around 10,000 feet. As you can see, the improvement in the game in terms of graphics is actually quite insanely, it's looking quite insane. I don't know, I really love the looks of this game. The inside of the cockpit looks quite awesome. You have the pilot now, you can see yourself, and that's a really cool feature. And then the weather effects and the fog, all the mist. Look at that sun. Yeah, and it's something about this game, like the clouds. It's a unique look they have, and they look quite good. Yeah, the sunlight, that looks so awesome. It's a bit of a flashbang, but yeah. Can't stop staring at it. It looks amazing. So we don't have any, like, we don't have that many clouds, so the mission should be quite easy for the bombers to drop their bombs, and it's gonna be an easy job, I suppose. Yeah, right now we can skip to the target mission. Let's see. I need to see where are the bombers. They are right there. Look at that. These are B-29's bombers. Like really big airplanes, really fast, and they carry a lot of bombs. These are like our pilots. But we wanna keep an eye on our bombers at all the times. We want to see if they are getting engaged by enemy fighters. But let's see how many we got. We got like 12 bombers. Also, this new game can handle a lot of airplanes in the air, and that's a really cool feature too. I'm gonna slow with the throttle to 90% just to be able to boost up in case we need to go into a fight. But it seems to be a very chill day. I played a few escort missions before, and sometimes you don't get attacked by any flankers or enemy fighters at all. And I feel like for a first mission it should be fine just to have a chill day. Let's check on our 6. Those are my guys flying behind me. And everything else looks quite clear. That's another bomber, the one that break off from formation. So yeah, no enemy in sight for the moment.
Bombs away.
Bombs away. And that's the group of bombers right there. I'm gonna throttle down a little bit just to be able to escort them a little bit closer here. And we are flying around 300 miles per hour, which is quite fast. But yeah, these are jet engine airplanes. We can easily get like up to 600s on a little dive. Oh, look at the bombing down there. Hell yeah. I can see a few lines of bombings. And it seems that some of those bombs were good hits. But yeah, pretty chill day, pretty awesome setting here. Early in the morning. We have a chance to make a second mission probably. But yeah, might not be necessary, maybe we just skip time, let the other guys fly around. Gain some experience. We're gonna be rushing through days at first, because we're gonna have some progression in the career and have a small group of pilots with some experience so we can do a little bit of management right there. Let's skip the mission and get close to the airfield and get ready to land. Alright, so we are getting there. I'm trying to slow down my speed a little bit. Let's check on the map quickly. Yes, so we're low in the altitude and we're trying to practice our landings, try to do some smooth and quick landings. That's one of the airfields. I think that's Kimpo. Let's check here. It is. Alright. We're back home. We're back home, boys. Let's get ready to land. I'm putting down the air brakes. It's gonna help us lower the speed. We are at 380 miles per hour. That's quite fast. So let's do a big loop around while we lower a little bit the speed. So yeah, it might take you a little bit to get in a comfort zone with your airplane, because these are jet engines, they are quite fast. But yeah, this airplane, the F80, is a It's a good airplane. It doesn't have many issues. It feels smooth, and I guess it's a really good starting jet engine airplane. Okay, right now we are having a really good speed. Let's line up with the airfield. We're gonna be lowering the gears soon. Let's take a good look at the airfield right here. I'm gonna ask and request landing.
This is Redwood. Request landing clearance. Over.
Hopefully we are not falling short. I think we are in a good speed. We use some of the flaps. Around 30%, it should be fine.
Red affirmative. Clear
I'm gonna do full on throttle just to speed up just a tiny bit so we get there and we don't fall short. I think we are just fine. Throttle out. Let's take a good look at the airfield right here. And we touch down. Using my brakes, using the rudders. And that's quite awesome. Good landing. For the first time today, it's pretty solid. I'm gonna be clear on the runway to the left.
Red, clear the runway. Redwood, roger.
We are clear to move right here. No airplanes behind me or in front of me. That's a good sign. I'm gonna watch out for these cones in the airfield. Slowly park the plane and stopping the engine, opening the canopy. Awesome. Landing successful. There we go. We also have a new feature in this game where you can actually look at this. You can actually get out of the airplane with the pilot and move a little bit around. It looks quite silly, but it's a good feature. There we go. That's my pilot. You can even run a little bit. Quite awesome. Maybe we get to see some of the other guys landing. Let's see. Let's take a look. Where are you guys? Alright. Yeah, I don't see anyone landing. So let's finish the mission. Let's go into briefing and see what happened here. Mission complete. We also had like a secondary objective which we completed, but I'm not sure what's the secondary objective. Maybe not losing any airplanes or stuff like that. That's probably it. Yeah, nice. So we get some experience from that. And right now we can just proceed through time. At 9:50 there's a group going on a mission. Right here it's automatically doing it because I'm not flying in that mission as a pilot. So we can see what happens. There's an airplane that is being damaged, but the mission was completed. Finish mission. We can check on the squadron right here and see what's the problem with the airplane. This one, when it's red, it means like it's a little bit bad and it's gonna take some time to yeah, it's gonna take a little time to to get the airplane fixed. So we're gonna send this guy to reserve and also his wing. I send them to reserve for now. Let's proceed with the third mission and the last one in the day. And let's see what happens here. There's another airplane that got damaged. But everything else is looking quite good. Yes, we got mission complete, but one of the aircraft is being sent to reserve. And maybe I just move this pilot into active duty and fly with this guy. You have a new companion now. Alright, advancing time. There we go, we had a few days off and now it's 1st of July 1951. And that's a Sunday, I believe. And it is a Sunday. We got a few, yeah, we got some news here. You can also read through this. And I'm gonna be requesting some airplanes since we lost 2. Maybe not. Let's wait for it. I don't want to be spending my points on airplanes at the moment, since maybe it's better just to have them to recover slowly. And yeah, we actually don't need that many airplanes. I'm thinking because yeah, let's advance on time. Okay, we can do a few missions here. We don't see any blue objectives. The blue ones are the ones that are important, so we're gonna be flying those for sure. Right now it's like a normal day, there's no special mission, so we do auto planning, intercept bombers, and we can just intercept some bombers with the main guy. Sounds like a good idea. And then we're gonna send the other guys into just a random mission. Just do like this. We send them all into a random mission right here. Same here. We want to see them all flying and getting that experience. Let's proceed through time. Let's skip. We got 3 wounded pilots. That's not so great, but at least we didn't lose their planes. Yes, these are the guys that are injured, so let's just take them out of the mission. We're gonna be flying with 6 of the airplanes, and it's gonna be a bit more risky, but let's take the risk right here. And we got another wounded pilot. So yeah, they are inexperienced. This, you know, there's a bigger chance for them to get injured and stuff. Right now I can do the main mission. It's just intercepting some random bombers in the air, so let's go ahead and jump into the second mission. Ooh, it's a night mission. Whoa. First time I'm doing this. It's quite crazy. Let's check if I have my lights on. Look at that.
This is Red. Requesting takeoff clearance. Over. Red cleared for takeoff. Red everyone. Takeoff. Out.
Alright. I'm gonna be... taking off now. And there we can see the lights on the runway. That's a new feature as well, I believe. And it actually looks quite nice. And now, as soon as we get down in the air, we can actually see it from above. And there's probably lights in the cities as well, so it's gonna be a cool thing to check out. It's the first time we're flying at night. Let's bring up the gear and take the flaps down a little. I'm gonna use the...
Proceed with your mission.
oh, the injections right here. Assistance, so we can gain a little bit of speed and altitude. I'm gonna check the map. Let's see where we have to fly to. Alright, we have to go straight northeast. That's Seoul. We can see the city from here. That's quite awesome. It looks amazing, dude. And it's gonna be hard to to find these bombers because it's looking dark right now. The night sky looks quite awesome. And yeah, I believe that that's an accurate sky, so you should be able to navigate just using the different stars. That's the Big Dipper, for example. It's right behind this. Just gonna continue normal flight because I want to take a look at the sky. That's a Big Dipper. You can use this as a compass. If you look at the end of the Big Dipper and you align this to the North Star, or that's how I used to do it. Might be easier on a normal night in real life. But yeah, that should be north. I feel like I should be pointing at north if I turn a little bit left right here, if I'm using the right star. Yeah, right there, I think. Yeah, look at that, it's almost north. So maybe I'm just using a bad star, not the right one. But yeah, more or less correctly. You can correct me in the comments below, and I maybe get to learn or relearn the way to do it. But yeah, you can even use some other stars, which I don't really know much. But yeah, in the case we lose our instruments in a fight, we should be able to make our way back home looking at the stars and stuff. So maybe I just, yeah, I don't have much fuel to... it's gonna be smart to land. That's the airfield. They're using the lights. That's quite awesome. And we are right here. I'm gonna be asking to land, or maybe one more loop around just in case the mission needs time to end. That's quite awesome. Make a little loop around. Hopefully they don't turn off the lights, because that's a really good indication for me. Well, I can see the runway too, it's not that bad. It's hard to make an estimation on distance, but yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. Hopefully we land correctly. Main issue is just the altitude. I don't want to crash into the ground, and also take care of our speed right now. I'm gonna be using some flaps here. I'm gonna use my brakes. I'm gonna ask for permission to land.
Red, proceed. Over. Red 1, roger. Out.
We are welcome to land. Bringing down the gear. Hopefully we are good on speed. I think it is good. And now it's all about how we do it.
Red affirmative. Clear to land. Red 1, copy.
Our speed is not that bad. Just a little more flaps. Hopefully we are centered. Alright, we're coming down fast. Oh no, we're bumping a little bit. I wasn't expecting the ground that close. Oh, we're crashing into the cones on the side. Oh, rough landing, rough landing. We landed almost over the grass. Oh yeah. Hey, that was good. That was good enough. Let's see here. I'm gonna shut down the airplane, open the canopy. And let's get out of the airplane. Let's see how it looks at night. That was awesome. Cool mission. Hopefully we get to play some other night mission with the bomber. That'd be so sick. But yeah, see how this looks. This is pretty awesome. Let's get into the light a little bit here. Might take a screenshot. I guess I just take a little screenshot right here. The Night Panther. That was quite cool. Look at that. There we go. There we go, guys. Finish mission. Hopefully we get the mission complete. I don't. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Probably not. I did like an early landing, I feel like, but I wasn't having that much fuel, so it was just smart to go down and land. Mission failed, yes. I didn't intercept any bombers, so makes sense, but at least we get to fly at night and we see how it is. It's okay, let's advance on time. Oh, we forgot to order some planes. That's fine. We have some more news. Let's see here. There's some meetings asking to have some peace. And now we are quite short on fuel. Let's order. Let's get all the fuel we can. And let's order these two. Oh, we are out of points. We cannot order anymore. We spent all the money. Let's fly with only me and my wingman. Let's see if we can deal with this situation. We have to destroy any kind of enemy ground targets. Proceed. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I forgot I got my coffee here. It's a little bit cold now. And that's how we know we're having fun. Setup. Let's see what we got. We have the extra fuel. We got some 1000 libras bombs. These are quite huge, the biggest we can carry, and we also have 8 rockets. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. This is a long in distance mission, so taking the fuel makes sense. And now I'm gonna put down the flaps up to 60%. I usually do 68. Let's do like that, 62. I'm gonna trim down just like that, and then I'm gonna use full brakes and with full throttle and give time for the engines to start up, because these engines, they really love to gain some power before you start moving. And that's good enough. Let's move forward using a little bit the radars to be heading straight ahead. The smoothest line you can make with the airplane, the easier is to gain speed and to take off. Especially with these heavy loads, you need as much speed as you can. You're gonna be using the jet ignition assistance on 3, 2, 1, go. That's a big boost. I'm gonna be starting trimming up now. And slowly bringing the plane up. I'm bringing the gears up, and I'm gonna wait just a tiny bit with the flaps because I don't wanna go down
This is Air Red. They're bored.
drastically.
Red, proceed with your mission.
Let's get some altitude. There's some trees in the way. And flaps are fully up now, and we should be able to gain some speed here. We should be able to climb up. Let's go up. Let's go. So let's see, there's a river in front and on the side. I can see that river from here. It's that one below me. And the objectives should be around that river. Let's see them up. Yeah. Right before the river and in front of it. So right there was the sunlight. I believe that's the objective now. If not, a little bit more to the west. So let's get nice and close to it. We don't wanna get hit by any flak, so we're gonna be watching out for that. We also want our wingman to be safe as well, so we're not gonna do some crazy shit for now. But what I'm gonna do is gonna order my wingman to engage any ground targets by his own.
Wingman, search for ground targets. Any ground targets.
Oh, we went super far ahead. Not bad. I need to lower a little bit the altitude, so it's okay if we are a little bit off here. So let's head back. I'm looking for some ground objectives, so for now we should be fine in terms of enemy aircrafts. They probably come after we bomb and stuff, because the radars, they probably pick the signal of our airplanes or something, and they should be aware now that we are around here, and they are probably sending some fighter pilots to engage us. Okay, I can see a train. Is that anything I should do? Oh yeah, that's the end. Yeah, I should actually engage the train. I'm probably using the rockets for this. Let's lower a little bit the speed, lower the throttle, and now we might be using the brakes. Yeah, let's use a little of the air brakes. So
Red 2, engaging vehicles to the northeast. Range there 8 miles. Out.
I don't know, should I bomb it or maybe just rocket? I'm gonna rocket at the front. Alright, let's send one rocket now. Whoa, those are good hits. Really good hits, I believe. It's a bit scary because you're going fast into a moving target, so it's quite easy to lose a little bit of the controls there and crash into the ground. But we made it. Making a big turn here. Maybe we should bomb it now. I don't wanna spend bombs probably on a train, but I don't know. Oof.
Red 2,
Whoa.
target destroyed.
Our wingman is an expert. Look at that. So we did a beautiful job there. I made the train stop, and then my wingman take advantage of that and drop that bomb right into the train. That was awesome. There's another train incoming. Same strategy, rockets. Probably a bomb because I'm gonna miss the rockets here. I just dropped both bombs. Oof. Beautiful. No, I think I actually missed that. I think it was a miss, or I caught like half of the train. Let's go ahead and turn. Oh no, we destroyed a lot of things. Nice work on that train. Hey master, what's up, dude? Nice job, right? I missed a little bit of the front half of it, I believe, because it's still moving. And now we should be able to put some rockets in it. We still have 5 rockets. We're coming up quite fast. Oh, it's just the moving train, the moving part. Oh no, what the hell? No, what happened? Oh shit, I think oh no, the explosion got me there, because I was high enough. Yeah. Oh no. That's how it is, boys. That's how it is. It's a hard job.